Friday is the official start of summer, and one local restaurant is getting you ready for the season with their elevated picnic baskets. How cute! Here to talk about it and show us how we can pack our own as well, we welcome Heather Morrison and Chef Ty Leon, both the co-owners of Restaurant Olivia in Denver. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, this is such a wonderful concept. People love to get outside in Denver, and you're making it so easy for us. So tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, they happen on Saturdays, the picnic basket pickups. So you can grab one and you can customize it with wine if you want, and then take it to wherever your magic place is. If you want to go to the Botanic Gardens or the park or your house, this is a pretty wonderful thing to do for two people.
Okay, and tell us what is in the basket. You've curated one for us here today.
Yeah, absolutely. So we might have a few changes here and there, but kind of the general bones of it will stay the same. So we have some panini made with our focaccia and then bison mortadella made with local bison. We do some kind of pasta salad using this malloratus and basil pesto.
Yum.
We have kind of like a little cheese plates with local rhubarb jam. These are some rye crackers, some goat cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano, and provolone. And then got to finish it off with some
A little
desserts.
sweet. Yeah. What's our sweet,
So
Chef
today
Ty?
this is tiramisu.
Yum.
We soak it with a little bit of bourbon and cold brew coffee.
Oh my goodness, that's not just any tiramisu. That is really elevated. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if we're thinking about making our own picnic basket, what should we put in it? What are things we should maybe stay away from? We were talking earlier, it's like you don't necessarily want something too heavy. You're outside, not something too hot.
Right.
Give us a run through.
Nothing you want to have to serve.
Okay.
You want finger food.
Yeah.
You know, this is a picnic. This isn't a fancy occasion where you're going to have all the silverware. So you got to think that part through. And then something that is good cold, because it's going to be hot out there.
Absolutely, yeah, and we're talking about hundreds this weekend, so yeah. This is week 3 for y'all. You did it last season as well. Why was this something you wanted to bring back and offer at Restaurant Olivia?
Okay, I got that one. Because I'm excited about picnics. I think the world needs more magic, right? So I think picking up a picnic basket and taking it outside to eat, whether you, like I said before, take it home or take it to your special place, it really just provides a service that makes everybody's day a little bit better.
I love that. Okay, you were talking a little bit about customizing with some booze as well. So you were saying you got these you can take to the park, and then if you're going home, you got some wine, so that's easy. We can kind of add it all online and customize how we want that too, which is great.
It's pretty simple. And you want just to keep it light, keep it fresh. Don't go too crazy. Don't bring an aged Barolo to the park with this.
Yeah, absolutely. A little more casual, which is nice. Okay, so tell us how we can order and all of that on your website.
Okay. Website is oliviadenver.com, and it's real simple. You click a button and you hit Saturday pickup. You pick up sometime between 1 and 3, and we'll be there, and we'll just hand you, you'll walk in the door, it's already prepaid, and we'll hand you your bag.
Fantastic. You were saying too, if you're doing like the Sunday picnic, it'll hold overnight, pop it in the fridge, you'll be good to go, which is wonderful as well. I want to also talk about, because we have a little bit of extra time, you also offer pasta making classes at the restaurant. That is really awesome. Tell us more about that, Chef Ty.
Yeah. So we've been offering pasta classes for just over a year now. It's just kind of our way to share our recipes with everybody, show that we don't have any secrets. Pasta's really simple, but still really hard to make, and it's kind of intimidating to do, and we lower that barrier, or try to lower that barrier a little bit.
I think that's awesome. It's something to do with, you know, friend, your spouse, partner, all that good stuff. Bring them together, do something different.
Absolutely. We've had teams do it too, where they do like a team building exercise, or a whole family will book a private one. It's really fun.
I love it.
Everybody loves pasta.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We so appreciate you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, of course. Well,
So I stepped outside in the backyard, talk a little gardening. Zach Fletcher joining us with Associated Landscape Contractors of Colorado.
Yes, ma'am.
We're talking seeds today.
Yes, ma'am.
And all kinds of seeds. I've learned a little bit in just this little moment that we've talked about this, but we've got 3 kinds of seeds. I know you're going to tell me what they are.
Absolutely.
But what should we be, if you're a homeowner, looking for in a seed?
So if you're looking for a seed, you're looking for pricing and availability, but above all else, you want somebody that's going to tell you the truth about the seeds, when to plant them, the right ways to do it, the wrong ways to do it. And also, after you buy the seed, we want to be a resource to, consult and help you with the post-planting process as far as that'll go. So what we're trying to look for is pricing availability, and somebody's going to tell you the truth.
Yeah, that's always a good start.
Absolutely.
You've got what, wildflowers?
Yep. So what we have on the over here is going to be our bloomers line. This is going to be our wildflowers. This is our vitality line. That'll be our premium lawn. And then this is going to be more for our range and pasture mixes. This will be our dryland pasture mix.
And this is grass and it's blue.
So this is grass, it is blue, it's coated. This will actually help with germination in these drier places. So a place where you don't have a lot of moisture irrigation, the seed coating on that will actually uphold some more of that water and help with the germination process with less water.
Okay, one of the things I was saying, okay, a bag of wildflowers, how far does that go? That goes a long way.
A little bit does go a long way. For a pound of our wildflower, it'll cover up to 5,000 to 6,000 square feet. So to cover an acre, like I was telling you earlier, 6 to 8 pounds should do you.
Wow, I had no
Absolutely.
idea. I'm sure it's different when we get to the grass and other things.
Of course.
But when we talk about this, besides that, you got to choose the right seed. How do you choose the right seed? Talk to somebody like you.
So choosing the right seed, when you're talking about that, you want to look at your area, and especially in Colorado, we have a lot of different soils. We have clay, we have sand, we have loam, we have so many different. So you want to do purpose-driven planting. You want to make sure you know what your goals are, so you can line up the seed with the goals that you actually have. So that way, you're actually going to impact, and you're going to have more successful seed planting rather than, oh, we're just throwing a one-size-fits-all option out there, and it just doesn't work. We try to tailor what we do to what the consumer wants.
How do you even find out what your soil is? You guys tell us?
So we can tell you. There are also like NRCS offices around the state that can really let you know about what your soil needs, what it's lacking, and all things like that. And then with that information, you can come to us, and we can help tailor a mix or a blend to what you're looking for.
Yeah, and then when you say you're dealing with Colorado, which is like, it really does matter.
I mean, it rained 20 minutes ago and now it's sunny. So
I know, here we are.
Yeah, absolutely, yes,
I
ma'am.
know, this is so interesting though. So seed suppliers, how do we find you guys? What do we do?
So we're located here in Northeast Denver, and you can find us on www.avseeds.com. And you can order online, you can give us a call, or you can walk in. Residential, landscaper, or even government. We can service all of that. So we
I
look
never
for
even thought about that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and wildflowers are so nice. I'm
They
kind
are.
of focused on those, but it's just so nice in
Yes,
Colorado
ma'am.
to see the wildflowers. So, Zach, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Good things. Who knew? Grass is blue, blue seed. Who knew? Now I know. We'll be right back.
Organizers and models are preparing for a fashion show unlike any that you've ever seen before. Styles Beyond Stereotypes is set for October 25th at the UNC Ballroom in Greeley. The fashion show's mission is to spotlight the often overlooked abilities of individuals living with disabilities.
Designers will transform clothes found in ARC thrift stores for the models. Sisters Victoria and Alexandra Birch are some of the designers, and then Lori Couch is a representative for ARC. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming in.
Thank you. We're
really
excited.
appreciate it. Well, you look beautiful. All right, so Lori, what is Styles Beyond Stereotypes?
Sure, it's really a desire to be able to pull in the understanding of what the ARC thrift store does and then what the chapters do. We have 15 chapters across the state and they do the work. And so we're kind of the hands and the feet that go out and really help people with individuals with disabilities. And it was our chance to pull the two together.
It's such a cool mission. Now, Victoria and Alexandra, I want to focus on you real fast because I love the vibe that you've brought into the studio this morning. What made you want to start designing as sisters?
Well, she loves clothes. She loves fashion. We love color, obviously. Look at us. And she's so petite, and it's hard to find things that fit her. Yeah. And I love being creative, and so we were just like, let's make this work. And so I would sew things for her. I sew her prom dress every year. And we love thrifting. It's like treasure hunting, and then you can find some unique things. So when she called us about ARC doing this, she was like, I don't know if you've heard about ARC. And we were like, girl.
Do we know about ARC?
We know about
yes,
ARC.
right?
I love ARC. So yeah, that's how we kind of got into it. And she came along and she helps me out, and she loves to model.
We talk about this all the time. It's a real skill to be able to go into a thrift store and be able to piece together something that comes out super stylish.
Yeah.
So good on you for being able to have that.
It's fun. It's fun. You know, I feel like a pirate on a treasure hunt, like just like digging. So
That is so awesome. What does accessible fashion mean to you, and why is that like so important for you and your family?
accessible. I mean, just inclusivity, being able to include everybody, because it's, especially at the models meeting this week, is like pants fit in the waist, they don't fit anywhere else. So we like to be able to make things to where they feel like they're special and they're comfortable and they have something unique for them. you know, because not everybody gets that.
Yep.
Absolutely. And Lori, I really like the mission that you were talking about. Why do you think it's so important to see people with disabilities represented on the runway?
To be honest with you, I live it every day. I have a son that has Down syndrome who is 18. And so that's really been part of it. But to be honest with you, I see his values. I see Alexandria's values. And I just want people to see them. I want them to understand the value that they bring in every situation. And this is one of those chances to just really let them shine. We've also seen through the runway, our show last year, these models really, the confidence that they built through the experience has gone out and led them to finding jobs, led them to finding new opportunities. So that's really a big part of it.
Alexandria, what do you hope people take away from, you know, the fashion and the show in October?
To have fun and be yourself, I think.
I love
your
that.
style.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well said. I love that. All right. What do what do you hope, Victoria, too? Because of course, like you're such a big part of this. What do you want to see people take away from this?
I just want them to be able, because I'm just a small piece in this. Lori is really the mastermind behind. That's my Southern come out.
I love it.
Behind
It's
all
beyond
of
and
it.
behind, yeah.
So I just want them to feel beautiful and handsome, or whatever emotion it is that just erupts whenever they walk the runway. Just being able to create something special that they're proud of and they're proud to wear, and makes them feel amazing.
Amen.
Is it so cool that you guys get to work together on things all the time, projects?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most of the
keeping it-
time.
yeah,
Most
I
of the
get
time.
it, you know.
It's still sisters. Yep.
Yes,
You know?
she'll be like on her phone with her friends. I'm like, girl, we gotta work. And she's like, no.
She says, I'm the talent. What are you
Yes.
talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, she is definitely the talent. She's we do social media, and she's definitely the reason why people watch. But she is a hoot. She's my boss.
Well,
That's right. So
congratulations.
you know we're in line.
Yes, congratulations to the two of you for being such a success. Lori, remind us when and where people can check out the fashion show.
Yes, we have a website. The website is Styles Beyond Stereotypes. And the show is going to be on October 25th. Check out the website. We have pictures of all of our models. It's beautiful. Our models are all the way from 2 years old all the way to 76 years old.
Amazing.
Yes.
That is so cool. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in
Thank
today.
you.
We really
Thank
appreciate
you guys for
it.
having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome back. We have with us today somebody very special we're super excited to introduce you to. Tara Reinders, an ER nurse, star of a one-woman show called A Nurse is Calling.
That show will be at DU's Newman Center next weekend. But before that, we want to pick your brain and tell us all about this. Seems like such an interesting concept. A Nurse is Calling. What's your inspiration? What is the show?
The show, the inspiration behind the show is the many, many years, 20 plus years that I've been a nurse, caring for other people, and also as an ER nurse, the stories that I've accumulated over the years, all the things that I've seen, and as well as my own personal experience caring for family members who've either passed or who needed care throughout the years.
You could probably write a book about what
could
you've
write a
seen
book.
as a nurse.
It's happening.
Oh, good for you.
The book is coming.
That's wonderful. We'll look
Yeah.
for that. Also, though, you have been a patient. And so that kind of shifted your perspective as
Yes.
well. What was your story, and how did that change your perspective of healthcare?
So I remember I had this intense pain, and I told my husband that I was going to the hospital, and of course I drove myself. I had just had twins 6 months prior, and I found out that I was having an ectopic pregnancy. I get admitted, and I get some pain medicine. I'm feeling okay. I get some sleep, and then I wake up with excruciating pain, and my fallopian tube had burst. And I pass out. I completely pass out. I could still hear everything that was happening, but everyone's swirling in my room. My nurse comes over in the midst of that. She holds my hand and she says, I'm here and you're going to be okay. And something that's interesting about the moment and why I do the work that I do is my first reaction was to pull away, was to not have her care for me. I wanted to stand up and say, I'm strong, I got this, I don't need your help. Then I realized I was dying. I was like, Tara, you could be dying. You may never see your family again. Will you just let her care for you? And I did, and that moment of receiving care was incredible. I never felt that sense of feeling seen in my pain, and it was such a scary moment. And I realized, oh my goodness, as nurses, we have these incredible opportunities every single minute, every single day to care for patients that way. And I just felt like I wanted to scream it from the rooftops, this is incredible, this work, and the system is broken, and how do we do all of these things? And so I felt really compelled to bring my background of nursing and dance together to create spaces of healing.
What an incredible experience for you to have to be on the other side of it for so many years, and you find yourself being a patient and having to, I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so now you are on the stage. Talk to me about a one-woman show. That seems like such a task to take on, and you're immersing yourself to personal experience too, because these are your personal experiences.
Yeah.
What is this like?
In many ways, it feels like a lot, but that this work has been happening for a long time. I've been writing my stories because I've always processed what I've gone through writing. So the stories have been written and rewritten many times, and I've been a dancer my whole life. So that background is there. I've got my master's in dance while I was nursing at the same time. Dance has always been a space of healing for me. And so to be able to bring it together in one space, I am singing in it, which is very new for me, and I'm playing guitar. So this is that what I feel excited about, adding something that's like tricky into it for me. But it's just I think it's a beautiful love letter to healthcare workers right now, saying, I see you. This is hard. I've done this. I know, all the things that we're holding, and I also think there's something really important about sharing our stories and remembering that we're not alone.
I remember during the pandemic, what was already known to healthcare became very clear to the rest of us. How hard you guys work, how burnt out you can be, how tough it is, and we saw a lot of people get out of the business.
Yeah.
What are you telling nurses who are feeling burnout? Is there any strategies, or is it just a solidarity message?
It's a solidarity message, yes, and I think one of the big takeaways is that we're human, that it is okay to receive care. And that's what I learned laying on that gurney with Paige, my nurse, holding my hand. I finally said, it's okay to receive, it's okay to get help, it's okay to walk away. All of these things are okay. So I hope that that's a takeaway for them. I hope that they see themselves in my stories and know that they're not alone. And our workshops are what we do then to help give people actually skills and resources to be able to help prevent burnt out. And one of the big things we say is tell the truth about what you're feeling and what you need, and be a human. It's okay to be a little messy.
You have to advocate for yourself, and good for you for bringing joy. Everything that you've been through, such a difficult profession, but to bring joy through dance and movement, seems like it's going to be an awesome show.
Thank you. Yeah, I like to say I'm happy because I cry so much. Like when we grieve, the depths we allow ourselves to grieve are the depths we allow ourselves to experience joy.
That's awesome. That's real. Wow.
Well, the show, A Nurse is Calling, it's happening next week at the Newman Center at DU. Hopefully folks can get out there and check it out. Tara Reinders, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thanks for being here. It is officially festival season in Colorado, from Colorado Music Fest in Boulder to Vail Wine Classic, everything in between. It is a vibrant time filled with concerts, music, food, all the festivals throughout the summer. But what to wear is key. So we want to bring in our style expert, Dana Lynch from Bougie on a Budget for today. Dana from Elements of Image. Let's talk about this. It's so fun, like to dress up and like be outside and live your best life. I go for a sundress. Are you the same?
Yes, something cool because it's so warm outside.
Oh, absolutely. There's lots of airflow with the dresses, and their sundresses, especially like the cotton sundresses, are huge this year. For quite a few years, all you could find was polyester, and now, so this is a great time to scoop them up.
And you've got some, I mean, you really, there's a variety here,
Yes,
right? You've got like all sorts of things.
The big tent dress, like that. I mean, well, I was thinking the Food and Wine Festival, so I'm thinking nothing touching your tummy so you can eat as much as you want.
I like that. And a print
Yes.
will hide a wine spill.
Yes.
Smart. Also,
Yes.
look at all these fruits.
Yes,
fruits is
Obsessed.
a theme.
Fruits are a huge theme. The smocking is a huge theme. And what's kind of cool about this dress is that it's pretty long, but you could definitely hem that. Depending on whatever length you like.
But the long length, I feel like, is what we are seeing.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen a lot of short sundresses. It's all about that length.
I'm seeing a little bit of everything. Not as much of a sundress, but if somebody wants a little bit more coverage and they want to show their legs.
Cute.
Yeah, that's kind of a fun one.
It is very cute. I'm thinking too, that one. I love the sides on that one. Look at the little
Isn't that cute?
beading.
It's like a little sexy, just like a little skin.
Exactly, a little earthier. We're seeing a lot of browns. A lot of cool browns, but some browns because not everybody likes orange and yellow.
Seriously, nobody wants to wear fruits all over their body.
Exactly.
I'm also thinking about too, as you're trying to accessorize for this, I'm thinking you're outside, you're walking, so many festivals are like on the grass, you're not walking around in little stilettos. What are we thinking about accessories?
Flat sneakers. There's a kind of a, I don't know if I want to call it a phenomenon or what, but it's called the wrong shoe. So it's very stylish to wear a shoe that you would not normally wear. So like a big chunky kind of Teva type.
So like a
not
sneaker.
Teva, or sneakers,
With like a soft dress.
Yeah, and then of course if you're not up for that, a cute flat or flat sandal. Just you don't want to be sinking into the ground with a stiletto.
Okay, so other than dresses, what are like good options that you can? Dresses aren't everybody's thing, and that's
They're
okay.
not. No. The matching sets are huge right now. So one of the things that I was thinking about is that it's fun. It's a festival, like the Food and Wine. It's kind of special. So you want like a blouse or a special top, not just a skirt and a tank top. But these with the ruching at the top like this, the smocking, super comfy. Not as hot as a regular waistband would be.
I love that.
So,
and a set, it's just so chic and effortless. You know what's good. You don't have to worry about what pants go with this or what.
Exactly.
It's all there. The hard work is done for you.
And then you've got pieces for mix and match, which is great.
I also see on here, my go-to in the summer every evening is the jean jacket.
Yes,
That is my absolute top cover, always.
You can't lose with a jean jacket.
Classic.
Especially in the mountains.
Yep.
We never know what the weather's going to do. So having a jacket along is key, or a lightweight sweater. I mean, in case it's just like in the 90s and you're thinking it's not going to be cold, a lightweight sweater that you can put in just a really simple little tote along with your sun hat or sunscreen, which is really important.
Those are the most important accessories. Before you go, because we don't have that much time, when I see these like big, bold prints, which I love, I don't shy away from, but when I think accessories, I'm only gonna like put the littlest earring in here. How do you navigate accessorizing such a bold print?
I like the earring and a bracelet, just kind of slim, just what you said. I don't think it has to be the teeny and tiniest, but a print like that, that's your star. And you want that to really stand out. And then to your question too about if you're not a dress or skirt person, a printed pant, you want it to be flowy. You want some airflow in there. That's the big key. We want to be nice and cool.
Well, and the wide leg is the look now.
And the
like
wide
a tighter
leg,
top, a wide bottom.
Definitely. But we're seeing a little bit of like what I have on, wider top and wider pants. The little crop tops with the empire waist, very chic right now. This is a very different look for me, but I'm obsessed with it.
But you're rocking it.
I'm
No, it
obsessed
looks
with
good.
it. Yeah. And then, some people don't do white. Some people are very afraid of spilling on white.
I would
so you could certainly do the light blue.
love
You
that.
could do a navy blue. You could do red, and then you'd be set with red, white, and blue. I saw a lot of red tops at the mall the other day.
I saw another trend that I'm seeing is the bows.
Lots
I feel
of
like there are
bows this
bows
year.
on everything, which
Bows,
again,
bows,
not
bows.
for everybody, but I like a little feminine touch, especially if you're just putting it on with a pant or a wide leg at the bottom.
The puff sleeves are also a huge trend.
Here's the good news. Whatever she wears, she's going to look good in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You rock it.
same.
Stay in the
Always,
dress.
thank
I need all the help in the world. You've got
So
it.
good.